All right, so we're gonna make some more fans, and we're using the Brilliant Low Humidity right now, which is awesome. Thank you for bringing it. I'm gonna make a little bubble here, which is important to have a bubble right there on the tape, because you want to access the surface of the bubble to dip your little fan in. So I'm gonna take my tweezers here. I'm gonna grab a group of lashes. I'm gonna pull them forward really low to the tape so that that tape kind of stays down. It wants to lift a little bit. Make sure this group is completely separate from the others. I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna twist my tweezers backwards a little bit, and I'm gonna use a very sharp point, and I'm gonna very gently tickle the toes of these extensions to fan out my lashes. And then I'm going to come behind this fan, and I'm going to make sure that I angle the tweezers open in the same line as the fan. And I'm going to make sure that the line of these Love Boat tweezers are in line with the lines of the tape. So we don't want them tilted. We want that line to be straight. And then we want our tweezers not to be straight up, but really matching the line at which the extensions are sitting. So I'm gonna come behind them, and actually this group is a little bigger than I wanted it to be, so I'm gonna exclude some of them on the left. I'm gonna come behind them. I'm gonna pull forward the lashes that I wanna make a fan. I'm gonna make sure that the tip of the Love Boats is in front of the rest of them, because I don't wanna accidentally pick up lashes behind on the strip. So this gentle tickling, I like to call it, it's really important to be gentle in the tickle. I tend to see lash artists pressing a little too hard at that point, and then you kind of get your lashes stuck to the tape. So make sure it's really gentle so that you can see each and every single extension fan out from each neighbor. And you can push them back, you can pull out lashes if they don't match. And you want to strive for symmetry, but when you're just practicing, anything is good. So again, I'm going to come behind it. I'm going to grab the group that I want to stick together, and I'm going to make sure that tip is in front of the rest of the lashes. Once that is achieved, I also want to make sure that my tweezer, this is why I love the Love Boats, because I can sit steady rather than hovering to pick up the fan, which can be done. I like that I can sit these down on the tile. So I'm going to come down, I'm going to sit on the tile, I'm going to pull these forward. I'm going to make sure my tweezer is angled correctly. I'm going to make sure that I close the back and the front at the same time before I clamp down. So I'm going to clamp, get a death grip, and I'm going to pull them slowly towards me. And there we go. Our base is a little bit separate there. Like I said, these lashes are handmade, so you never know what you're going to get. I'm going to lightly graze the surface of this bubble, and as I do that, I'm going to release tension just ever so lightly, in hopes that that fan will kind of suck together. Oh my gosh. So I've got most of my fan there stuck, and then when I come in to adhere, I'm going to kind of give it a little left and right shimmy. And I brought that, I don't know if you can even see on this video, but there was one little straggler that ended up coming in and being a part of the group after the shimmy. So I always go for it, even if a fan, I'm not sure that a fan is going to work out or if the bases are going to come together. I always go for it anyway, because chances are the fan will recover itself rather than trashing it and starting over. I believe in the fact that you've already started half the process, you should just go for it. So we'll do it one more time here. I'm going to grab a group of lashes. I'm going to pull them forward, down really low to the strip of the tapes, because this tape was lifting, and that happens a lot, and that's okay. That shouldn't stop you or slow you down. You just have to pull it closer a little. You have to basically bend the lashes back a little bit more. Disregard any little bends or kinks that are happening. They tend to just flatten out on their own. Then once this little group is separated and in the front, I'm going to go ahead and tickle the toes just a little bit to make sure that I fan those out as symmetrical as possible. And then I'm going to come behind it, make sure that I'm in front of the other ones. I'm going to make sure my tweezers are lined up with the angle of the fan. I'm going to grip down, and I'm going to pull slightly towards my face. And there we go. Got a little fan. I'm going to graze the top here. Beautiful, beautiful amount of adhesive. And then I'm going to come down, and I'm going to go a little left and right to create that wrap on my non-existent natural lash. And so that would be the best way to sit around, practice making fans. Make sure you're using a wet cosmetic sponge. The Love Boats are by far my favorite style. This is my favorite way to pick up eyelash fans because it eliminates an extra step of moving it and fanning it out later. So if you can get this technique down, it increases your speed. And you just want to make sure that you replace your adhesive bubble every 10 minutes or so. You'll know when your adhesive starts to get stringy. But practice, 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 and then start throwing them on a person. Thanks for joining. Good morning. Don't look back. You're not going that way.